Okay, over here on the farm, I have a lot of animals, a lot of birds, a lot of goats, and I have trees and you know, wood, things like that. So I save most of this stuff to use to make my own soil, because the soil here is mostly clay. There's some sandy soil, but it's really not nutrient rich. So you got to make your own nutrients in your soil. So what I start with then on a transplanted pot, I don't wait for it to compost and break down. This is packed full of leaves, okay? And this is some burnt wood, no plastics, maybe some paper in there, things like that. But it's just wood chunks from burning the you know, the wood that's on the property. Now this is the good blend here. This is just raked up grass, animal droppings, a few leaves in there. But see, it's in a plastic bag. I leave it open. I let rain catch in it. It's nice and wet. It's turning into soil. This is some pretty good stuff. Now here's what I do: is I take one container and it's full of leaves, packed down pretty tight. And I can push it down to get it down to halfway, and take it over here to the bag and just fill it with this matter. It's not quite compost yet. It's just nice and wet. It's only 6 months old. This is from this year's, you know, yard stuff. And you can see it's almost soil just from being in a bag, closed up in the hot sun with water hitting it. Now, what I like to do is I like to say, okay, now that's going to give me lots of drainage. It's going to attract insects up into there to break it down some more, some worms. I dump out these buckets and they're just full of worms, so I push it down in with my fist. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then I've got peat moss. No soil yet, just peat moss. This is the big bags that you get that are super dry. I like to cut a big slit in it, big slice, and just let lots of rainwater just fill it up. I put a few holes at the bottom so it doesn't sit there and hold water. And I just fill this thing up with this. It'll be time to pack it down once I put the transplants into it. But a pot with no soil. And most of your little big box stores that have plants that are, you know, struggling because they're lacking water, when these little guys stop floating, that means they're good and saturated. Now these are snapdragons. They're great attractants. They're already attracting the bees as they are. And I'm not ready. I don't have a garden yet doing anything that needs pollinating, but I have a chicken coop that my chickens aged out and keeps other critters off of them. And yeah, this is I'm getting ready for that very quick growing season in Texas, because it gets so hot it's really hard to keep things alive here. So thanks for watching. I know that whatever you plant from the big box store in that pot will grow fantastically. Just a light bit of watering, whatever fertilizer you use, or I just soak a bunch of animal droppings, and that usually is a really good kickstart. So thanks for watching.